Alright, so now welcome to the final segment inside the Pr0te, my people. Now, drastic actions are now being taken for Usain Bolt, which includes the rallying of the troops. Persons are now ready to march for Usain Bolt's money. How much I wanna stand with him? All of the people them know say them support Usain Bolt and they're in support of Usain Bolt getting back his money, my people. Like the video. 1,000 likes is the targeted amount for this video, my people. From you know you stand with Usain Bolt on the one year. I want to see everybody right now. 1,000 likes on the video. I want to comment, we stand with you. You understand? Alright? I'm going to tell you about that. At segment, my people, subscribe to the channel and also leave a like on the video and share the video as well. Also coming up in the segment, my people. Now, Mark Golding tried to raise points against the Prime Minister today. Now, it has been deemed improper. Mark Golding has been blocked from Parliament. According to what is being said, he had his own pronouncement today to present in Parliament where he felt the PNP was disrespected. It seems as if that them now want him to talk because he was speaking on the matter of the Integrity Commission, right? However, it led to some very drastic actions being taken to Mark Golding now presenting what is deemed to be the presentation on this video. I'm going to show you what I want. Alright? Also coming up in the segment, my people, the Prime Minister now moves full speed ahead with the accusations that has been made against him by the filing of the Integrity Commission. He says that the directors are prejudiced in court filing. Now I'm going to ask you this question. Does Prime Minister Andrew Holness deserve another term? Yes or no, my Jamaican people? I'm going to ask you again. Does the Prime Minister deserve another term in this country? Everybody comment on the thoughts inside the comment section. Alright? We're going to talk about it. We have video and more video for play for you. You understand? So now get everything. Everything will be provided, my people. Seen? So also remember, go over to my TikTok account, my people. Click the link inside of the comment section and you will be there just like that, free of cost. You understand? We have some whole heap of things to talk about where we're going to shed light on the opposition speaking on the matters. The Prime Minister also says that his government cares for the people and his government will do whatever it takes to make sure that you live a better life, and he will make Jamaica the place for you to work, raise a youth them, and the place to do business. Those are the things being said. I'm going to play this for you. Listen to this.
Fix the economy is now in a position to put forward plans and programs to address the cost of living to make life better for you. So my friends, members of the Jamaica Labour Party and the good people of Pr0te who have gathered to listen to me, I want you to know that your government and your Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, cares about you. And we don't only talk about it. We are the government that has the competency and the ability to do something to make your life better. And with your support and the blessings of God, we will make Jamaica the place of choice for you to live, work, raise your family, and do business.
So we'll move from that now to this. He says that there is prejudice in the court filings from the Integrity Commission. Now, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has made damning claims against the Integrity Commission, Kevin Stevenson and Craig Beresford in his application for judicial review. Alright. Now, the law firm Henlin Gibson Henley sets down a 69 ground on which the Prime Minister moved to seek judicial review into the report of the investigations into his statutory declaration. Now, point 50 is particularly damning. Now, Holness lawyers says the tabling of the report was done in bad faith to prejudice and harm him given the entire scheme of the Integrity Commission's Act to ensure prejudicial and secure fairness for those who are being legitimately investigated. Now, the big question about whether or not Holness knew he was being probed for illicit enrichment is also dealt with in the 69 grounds for action. Now, at point 42, his lawyer says he was not given the background in relation to the alleged irregularities that were being investigated and was not told the proportions of sum by which his assets were disproportionate to his income. Now, they say, therefore, could not fairly and accurately respond to the matter that concerned the subject matter of an investigation. Now, Holness's lawyers then deal with what they described as a misuse of the Prime Minister's private information. Now, they accuse the Integrity Commission for disclosing Holness's private information in a manner that is prejudicial to his rights and bringing him into public odium. Now, public odium is defined as hatred, disapproval, or dislike that the public feels for a person, usually due to something the person has done. Now, the lawyer also raised the issue of a report from an international forensic expert which spent 6 months poring over details of Holness's finances. Now, they say Holness was entitled to see and respond to any adverse findings and benefit from any advantageous findings in the report. They say Holness was not provided with a copy of the report. They accuse the Integrity Commission of broadening the scope of the investigation and setting a moving target for the Prime Minister to hit. Holness's lawyer says the investigation is, into his 2022-2023 statutory declarations was nothing more than a fishing expedition. That's what they're saying. All right. Now, they now move full speed ahead with the court proceedings. These are just grounds now that they wish to point out to the court in bringing the Prime Minister what he calls prejudice. Also, do remember that the Prime Minister has instructed what he deems as legal defamatory actions against the People's National Party. But that no seem for matter none at all. Because remember, the whole argument is now whether or not he knew that he was being investigated and never divulge it or give a public statement about it. Instead, him say never know, and nobody on film side never know neither. Alright? But seeing that now, Mark Golding come forward, come even make more situations and make it be heard. Right? I'm going to play this for Mark Golding phone so you can listen. Like and share the video. Pay attention. Listen to this.
To move a no confidence motion in Gordon House, in the House of Representatives. I was prevented from doing so on what I regard to be a spurious basis, a basis that cannot hold water. The basis that was put forward was that the matters on which my motion was based are now sub judice. In other words, because the Prime Minister has apparently sought judicial review of certain matters arising from what the Integrity Commission has decided in relation to his matter. However, my motion is not dealing with the substance of that report, but is dealing with his own conduct as Prime Minister. And I wish to read the motion now so you can hear it. Whereas there is a ministerial code of conduct in place from 2002 that governs the conduct of members of the cabinet, and whereas the Prime Minister did not inform the people of Jamaica that he was being investigated by the Integrity Commission from as far back as August 2023 for illicit enrichment, and whereas the concealment of this information by the Prime Minister is a breach of the ministerial code of conduct that guided the Prime Minister in removing from office ministers serving in the cabinet over which he presided, and whereas the annual reports of the Integrity Commission for 22-23 and for 23-24 stated that several members of Parliament, initially 6 and then 8, were under investigation for illicit enrichment, but none had come forward to disclose that he or she was under investigation, and whereas the Integrity Commission's investigation report on the 17th September 2024 tabled in Parliament named the Prime Minister as being under investigation for illicit enrichment, And whereas the Prime Minister, as Chairman of Cabinet, instructed members of Cabinet not to divulge the name of any member under investigation for illicit enrichment, contrary to the spirit of the Ministerial Code of Conduct. And whereas the actions of the Prime Minister have caused and continue to cause severe damage to the trust necessary for good order and respect for public office, be it resolved that this Honourable House condemns the Prime Minister for not maintaining ethical standards of transparency and openness in government. Secondly, censures the Prime Minister for his acts of covering up and concealment of the names, including his own, of those members of the Cabinet and or Parliament of which he was and may still be aware, but has kept them in positions of influence in the Cabinet with the effect of further undermining public trust in the institutions of government. And declares that the actions of the Prime Minister have severely undermined his credibility and trustworthiness, and that he no longer enjoys the confidence of this House. That was the motion that was to be put forward today and hopefully debated next week. We did not want it debated the same day that it was tabled. The Prime Minister is not here in Jamaica. That would not be right or proper. However, we were not allowed to proceed with the tabling of the motion because the Speaker herself had removed herself because the matter affected her husband, and the Deputy Speaker ruled that the motion was improperly brought in breach of the standing orders, relying on the sub judice rule, and so the motion will not go forward.
Move to Mark Golding, right? No, an attempt to move a non-confidence motion against Prime Minister and Holness was shut down in Garden House today, this afternoon, by Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Leroy Clark. Opposition leader Mark Golding, who sought to move the no-confidence motion against the Prime Minister, was not allowed to address the issue as the motion was ruled out of order and said to have been breach of the sub judice rule as the matter is under judicial consideration. Now, Prime Minister Holness filed the documents in court on Monday seeking judicial review in relation to investigations report by the Integrity Commission into his statutory declaration. Now, Golding told the Gleaner that the issue was raising a breach of ministerial code of conduct by Prime Minister Andrew Holness in failing to disclose that he was being investigated for illicit enrichment, allegedly, by the Integrity Commission. Now, that has nothing to do with the contents of the report, which you know just here a while ago, or any allegations made against him, or made against him in the report. So I don't think that it was a matter that was affected or has affected any legal proceedings that may or may not be pending, he said. Now, the Gleaner has been reliably informed that up to late this afternoon, Integrity Commission was not served with court documents relating to the judicial review. Now, Clark quoted the standing order, the rules of Parliament, arguing that Golding's motion was out of order and runs counter to provision in Erskine May parliamentary practice, the so-called Bible of Parliament practice, which indicates that matters before the court for consideration should not be debated under sub judice rule. Right? Now, member of Parliament for Clarendon South East, Pr0te Charles Jr., rose on a point of order and challenged the attempt by Golding to introduce the motion. If it is that the member intends to travel down a road that is going to breach the standing orders in raising matters that are sub judice that cannot be accommodated in this house, he charged. Man them gang up on Mark Golding and the PNP, and them have to end up a walkout. Cha-cha. Anyway, this is the real situation of the matter now we want to talk about, right? Now, pay attention to the screen. Everything what I said provided to the screen, by the way. Right? Rope is longer than time. Or time is longer than rope. Remember that. That's what is being said right now. Time longer than rope. Remember that. Now, as you can see, where you can see comments that are being made, they are saying that we are ready to march for you, sir. How much are you ready for march with Usain Bolt for money? if you think he was unfairly treated and you know him deserve justice, I want you to willing to stand with him. Now, persons are saying that when you check it out, big disrespect that to a legend. Mr. Bolt, labor right, come pay up the man him money. Bolt did a lot for Jamaica. I begs you, Usain can bring this matter into international TV and let the world know which can pressure on the government and the company. Why is he so silent and speaking in code? What happened to the FBI helping the Jamaican government to locate the money? Did the FBI ever flew down to Jamaica to investigate? Very valid questions. Another person said, we need justice. Justice we need for both money. Then all I wanna just assume said the money make him put up this. Nothing can be a bother to him. We are with you, Mr. Bolt. Rate you more than him. Justice for Bolt. As you can see, everybody in support. Are you in support though? Like and share the video. We have more to come. Stay tuned. Don't go away. So forward.